this is Lee and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you for commenting if you comment. Thank you for anyone who's watched any of my previous videos and liked them. I am so grateful. Thank you so much. My YouTube channel is growing with the help of all my subscribers, and I'm very, very happy and grateful that you're here with me today. So, I wanted to talk about relationships, and my channel is about, love and relationship. I do a little bit of everything. I share a lot of my life with you. I've done vlogs. I've done, things in my home just to show you a little bit about me. And so my passion is talking about love. I really do. I love love. Okay. So I guess I'm old school. I still believe in love. I still believe in working on relationships. I still believe in there are good men out there because I have one. And I believe in the work that you need to put in to make sure that you're getting back everything that you want. And I'm talking about getting everything that you want in a relationship, meaning you want to have that love reciprocated, you want to have respect, just getting everything that, however that looks to you, everything that you want in a relationship. And I'm going to be doing a series of love and relationship, just different little tips that may help those along the way. I really do gear it more towards married people, because the most success I had in a relationship is when I was married. So, and I mean, of course, I'm still within the first 10 years of relationship and marriage with this person, but it's still very important no matter what stage of your marriage. Everything you do in the beginning to set that groundwork makes everything more successful in the end. And sometimes we have to go back and reevaluate what's good and what's not good in our relationships and address those things with our mate. If anything, if you take away anything that I talk about in any of these videos that I've done in the past or that I would do in the future, is that you have to have communication. Communication is the number one thing that can lead you on in a successful relationship, marriage. Though that right there means everything. It can be as little as, oh, you didn't tell me you had to work late today and I thought you were going to pick the kids up from school, to, oh, I thought you said you were going to go and pay the light bill online and you never told me that you didn't get a chance to. Communication, anything. I'm not happy in this relationship. That may be the hardest thing that you'll talk about in your relationship, because sometimes we don't want to talk about if we're happy, and it may not be the whole relationship you're not happy with, but if you are not happy, you should be talking to your mate about your happiness and how that person feels, because it's not just about you, it's two people in this relationship. So that also goes hand in hand with what I'm discussing today. So y'all saw the thumbnail, okay? And we're gonna talk about sex. So, y'all may be having good sex, however that looks to you. Y'all may be having enough sex. I don't think that there's a magical number for, I'm not a sex therapist, so I say this with experience, with things I've heard, things I've read, whatever. That's what it is at the end of the day. So, and I'm 50 years old, so I've had, I've had some experience. But when it comes to, sex, you need to have that communication with that person. Meaning that if you're not happy in your sexual relationship, then it can be a hindrance in your relationship if you don't communicate those things. So communication and communication about your sex life with your mate is very important. Very important. And people will go years and years and be like, oh, he's not satisfying me or she's not satisfying me. did you tell the person that you're not satisfied? You know, you have to communicate to that person that, hey, you know, I mean, do it in the right way, but let that person know what you feel. However, you're able to communicate that with that person. You know, hey, you know, boo, you know, I would appreciate if maybe, you know, you can go down on me more, or, you know, how about if we, you know, practice this more, or whatever the case may be. Okay. So communication and sex is one of the biggest things. And like I said, communication in every aspect of your relationship is key. Without that, you have nothing. If you want a successful relationship. And plus, it all depends on why you're married. Everybody's married for different reasons. Some people aren't married for love, and I'm not throwing shade on that. Some people is married for convenience, for money, for whatever the case may be. And I'm not judging that situation, because that's not what I was looking for. And however they make that work, that's their business. I'm talking about people who are in a relationship and they really truly love. They really are in a marriage because they love this person. You know, you're in this relation. I don't like talking about long-term relationships. I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even going to go there with that. I have my own opinion. I've been in long-term relationships, so that's another discussion. So back to being able to communicate with your spouse, because if you can't communicate with your spouse about your sex life, I mean, who are you going to talk to? Are you going to go to your girlfriend and be like, girl, he don't eat my pussy anymore, or girl, he don't know how to eat my pussy right anymore, or he never does this, or, you know, did you check in with your husband to see, you know, hey, babe, do you need me to do this more? Because it goes both ways. I check in with my husband. I check in with him because I want to be sure that, you know, I express my needs, but I also want to make sure that I'm not forgetting about him, you know, because he's very important. He's a very important part. No, he is a very, very important part of my life. And his happiness means everything to me. And believe me, I get that reciprocated, so it makes it easy for me to even talk about this, okay? If you looked at any of my previous videos, I've talked about my previous relationships. And so to be in something like that and to truly experience love and to take all the best parts of me and be able to move forward in a happy relationship in every aspect. So going back to, I check in. Babe, you know, is there anything you like me to do more of, or do you want to have more sex? Just whatever it is that I feel that I'm like, you know what, maybe I need to check in with my husband about how he's feeling about that. Maybe because I said we should communicate, and that's the biggest thing, but maybe he doesn't know to do that. You know, that it's okay to talk to me about that. I'm not going to be hurt if he comes to me like, boo, you know, I appreciate it. We can have it a couple more times a night, you know, or a day, or a couple more times a week. I'm sorry. A couple more times a week, or I want to add this position, or suck my dick more. I don't care, whatever it is. I mean, that's my husband, and yes, I said that. And so, and I'm gonna be real. I keep everything I say, I keep it real. So if you're not into people who keeps it fucking real, just click off, sis. Just click off, because I'm gonna keep it real. Okay, I'm gonna be sexy, I'm very feminine, but I also like to keep it real. This is who I am. So with that being said, yeah, so it's like, you know, I want to know, you know, is this something, you know, because I get so busy. I mean, I don't have little kids anymore that's keeping me busy, but I do run a business. That takes a lot out of my time, you know, especially when you're an entrepreneur. You're not working a set schedule for someone and getting your check every, you know, week or every month or whatever. You have to hustle and constantly, you know, get things popping off. So it takes a lot out of me. So sometimes I'm like, dang, I fuck my man, and, you know, damn, it's been quite a few days. You know, sometimes I gotta be, and he's very patient. So, you know, but I like to check in. So that's very important. Very important to be sure that you're checking in with your mate to make sure that he's happy as well. Okay, and let him know how you feel. If you're not happy, let him know. Shit, Closed legs don't get fucked. So, I mean, come on now. You have to go on and let your husband know. Okay? You can't be no prude. You want him to stick his finger in your ass. I mean, whatever it is, let him know. You know what I'm saying? So, and if that's too much for y'all, I'm not apologizing. You know, it's real. When I said this is going to be raw, it's real. I ain't monetized right now. I don't know if this video will ever be monetized, but I just want to keep it real that this is how it is. But that goes into another thing that I'm going to be talking about is if you want to get it popping off in the bedroom and making sure that you bring in that extra spice, you have to set the groundwork, okay? You have to set the groundwork. What are you doing every day to be a little bit more sexier, which is being the best version of yourself, okay? You are a badass, okay? You are that queen, you that goddess, you every woman, okay? You every woman. So in order to bring your best self and present yourself in your best way, when I said start with the groundwork, that's doing little things to make yourself feel sexy and to do it for your husband. Sometimes people are like, oh, just do it for yourself, don't do it for him. But it's like there's nothing wrong with that. This is your husband. This is what's wrong with that? I mean, who else you gonna please? Okay? So you just have to be sure that, you know, you lay the groundwork, and that's including also your hygiene. I'm sorry, I had lost my train of thought. That also is including your hygiene. You know, you got to be sure that you keeping your hygiene up. You can be sexy and do things to be sexy, however that looks to you. But if you're not keeping up your hygiene, you know, you've been chilling all day. You took your shower in the morning. You've been, you know, chilling all day. You doing this, you stressing because, you know, we're always doing something, cleaning, you doing this and doing that. And 10 o'clock at night, you can't be expecting him to be like, oh, you know, you gonna go down. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dang, did you wash? You know what I'm saying? I mean, sometimes your man may not say something to you, especially, you know, women, you know, some of us wasn't brought up with our moms telling us about hygiene. You know, like I said, I'm 50, so I didn't grow up in that type of household where my mom talked about hygiene. Not saying I shouldn't wash my ass type of basics. I'm talking about other things. You know what I'm saying? The importance of making sure that your feminine game is always on point, okay? Always on point. That's when I said one of the things of laying the groundwork. So, sorry, here's somebody's car alarm. So, you know, that's something too. Also, if you have an environment where it's just too stressful, sometimes you can't be sexy. Sometimes you don't want to fuck. You like, it's too much going on in here. You know, you got to be sure that your energy is all clear. You got to clear away that bad energy. Don't get in the bed talking about the bills. Don't get in the bed talking about anything negative. When I say bills, I'm not talking negatively about bills, but that's something that don't nobody need to be talking about finances, okay? In the bed, you know, if your space ain't clean. I think I mentioned this in my video about how to keep it sexy for your husband. I'll put that at the end of the video or somewhere. You can check that video out, and I mentioned that in there too. You want to have a clean environment, and that's very important too, because it's kind of hard to, you know, you want him to get hard, but you know, you ain't changing sheets and you know, or you coming to bed. Now, I ain't gonna say I ain't never fucked my husband with my bonnet on, okay? Let's keep it real. We married. Now, that, because you know, it may be a quick thing or whatever. But you ain't gotta just not ever. Sometimes put some effort in. You know, sometimes put some effort in. I ain't say every night you gotta be. But I tell you what, every night, don't go to bed with no holy panties on, no holy shirts, some dirty socks and sweats. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Please, 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 please please don't do that. That is not sexy, okay? That's not sexy. That's not good. Not good at all, okay? That's not good. Please do something else. Get if you're not I mean, I don't know. I sleep naked, so I don't so when I say this, is more of do what I say, not what what I do. But that's just how I am. Yeah, I put my business out there, so I mean, y'all ain't sleeping with me. So that's just how comfortable I am. It stemmed from me coming from a very strict upbringing. If you watched my previous videos, one was about me being a Jehovah's Witness, and so I mean, I had my mom. Yeah, are you kidding me? I better have on my nightgown, my panties, and my little bra when I'm going to bed. That's, you know. So I think when I got older, I just became free. I like to be free in my bed. That's just me. She need to be free and aired out all the time. So there's that. But, you know, if you want to go to, if you're not that type of person that just want to be naked, you know, he may like that once in a while. If you get in the bed naked, I didn't say you have to have sex, but just get in the bed naked. Try it. Take you a nice, relaxing bath or a shower. Just get all in your goddess energy. Just get all in there. Just feeling yourself and feeling yourself. You need to just feel good and just feel good. Then lather on your little goddess juices and berries and oils and perfumes and whatever that is. If you don't have allergies, you can, you know, rub on your smell goods, whatever that is. Don't put nothing on. Slide your butt in that bed right next to your husband, okay? You can get it popping off if you want or don't, okay? It's up to you, but you'll feel so good. Make sure them sheets is clean. You just wash them sheets. They're clean. You get in that bed. Ain't nothing like it. If you can't take no bath, you just want to take you a shower and just, you know, I do this every night anyway. I take my showers and stuff in the morning and at night. And, you know, you just want to feel clean, you know, from the day and just put on your juices and berries and smelling good and everything. I smell good every night before I go to bed. And when I wake up, I have certain things that I do. So, yeah, so just do that. Be sure you laying down that groundwork, you know. And if you don't feel comfortable getting into bed naked because you feel self-conscious because of your body and this and that, let me tell you something. Your husband seen all that. He saw them rolls. He saw them curves. He saw them cellulites. He saw that fupa. He saw your dimples in your booty. And I'm talking about, I ain't trying to throw shade because those are all things I got. I don't have fupa no more because I went to Sono Bello. But I got cellulite and all that. Rolls. My husband see all that. You know, I mean, they love you, okay? They love you. So, and if he don't love you like that, then, you know, maybe you with the wrong one, okay? Because he ain't perfect, I'm sure. So just do that. Or just sometimes just, you know, just do something different. Wear something different, okay? So now we're going to change it up. So like I said, a relationship is something, it could be spiced up. I look at it like, think about a piece of fried chicken. Okay, say like you make some fried chicken, you put a little bit of seasoning on it. Say like you put a little bit of, just a little salt when you made it and fried it up and everything. It tastes okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay, but it ain't all that. Then you're like, let me put some Lowry's or some Slap Your Mama or some Tony Chachere, something. Okay, you're like, okay, you know, this is a little spiced up, put a little seasoning, you know, add a couple of positions, a couple little, you know, bed positions, do a couple little things different in the bed. You know, now you're doing a little something. You adding to that fried chicken that's already good, but may need to zhuzh it up a little bit. Then you're like, you know what? Let's do something different. Let's put some hot sauce, some Texas Pete, some red hot, whatever, Tapatio, sriracha, whatever you're gonna put on your fried chicken to make it even spicy, honey. Okay, and so let's get to talking about role play. Okay, role playing. Oh yeah, girl. It don't have to be nothing extravagant. You can act like, okay, so you can act, I'm not even gonna talk about that. But so you can do anything. You just use your imagination. You need to YouTube it, look at some porn, you get some ideas. You come on, sis, you got imagination. It could be something as simple as you doctor and nurse. It could be a cliche thing. It doesn't have to be anything major. It can just be something just to zhuzh it up a little bit. He could be a officer. You could be getting pulled over. You know, you can just whatever, just to spice it up a little bit. Just spice it up. Surprise him. Have him come home from work. Okay, he come home from work. You know. And just surprise him with a little something, you know what I'm saying? Just surprise him. You know, it's a nice way of adding a little something different in a relationship. And he'll be thinking about that. You know, I can always talk about maybe doing something like, let's get into this. Let's get into it. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this. This gonna be the last thing I talk about in this little discussion right here, because I can go on all night talking about this. Ooh, first, if y'all like the video so far, drop some fire emojis, okay? Or drop the eggplant emoji. Or the peach emoji. Just drop it if you like it so far, okay? All right, so, girl, sis, let me set my wine real quick. You really want to add that extra kick, that extra spiciness. Role play's nice. It was real nice. Something different. You know what I'm saying? Surprise him. Wear some sexy lingerie. You can do all that. But how about watching porn with your man? I know some women are like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm not letting my man watch porn. He ain't watching porn. Your man probably watching porn anyway without you knowing. Okay? He probably doing it anyway. So why not do it with him? I don't understand. First, before I get into that, I talked about communication in a relationship is very important. Very important. However, being open-minded is also important. If you've been married for a long time, you've been married for a short time, whatever the case is, men are, if you don't notice by now, men are visual. You be the dumbest bitch, they gonna still fuck you. Okay? You can stink, they gonna still fuck you. You cute, you that cute girl, your coochie stank, they still would have fucked you. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. They visual. She pretty though. You know what I'm saying? And talk shit about you behind your back. Her coochie stank, but oh, she look good though. You see her fat ass? She had a fat ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's that. So they're very visual. Okay, so that's why I said about being sexy. So watching porn is a very visual thing. You know, they see, you know, it's very mentally stimulating. You know, I watch porn in between relationships, during relationships. I don't really care, but I mean, I get turned on by what I see. So that's just, it's okay with me. I'm okay with it. Like I said, I'm very free-spirited. I'm very open-minded, okay? So with my husband, I get to be all this with him, okay? So we watch porn together. We've been watching porn since before we were even engaged to be married. I remember he didn't know that I didn't mind it. And I remember going over to his place and I was like, that's when Pornhub was popping real good. And yeah, put Pornhub in and and we watched that. You know what I'm saying? So even now, once in a while, I'm like, hey, let's just, let's do this. And it's not like we need it, but it's a nice little extra little spice. Do you really need hot sauce on your chicken? No, but it sure tastes real good when you put a little extra spice, a little extra hot sauce on that fried chicken. It's a little bit, and it's nothing wrong with it. It's you and your husband. So if you're a prude, you don't want to do it, and like I said, he probably in there popping off and when you don't even know. So open your mind. Be like, you know what? You can either communicate that with him if he's not used to you doing something like that, but I guarantee most of these men, you turn on the porn and you like, I'm okay with you getting your dick hard, watching her with her busting it wide open. You okay with that? Okay? Because is she on the TV? I mean, I'm getting turned on looking at it. I'm getting turned on watching him look at it and watching him, you know what I'm saying? And him doing his thing. And it can get real hot, real spicy, okay? Real spicy. Let me tell you, I guarantee if you need some foreplay and you want to change up some things, that's some of the best foreplay, okay? That's some of the best foreplay. So, like I said, some people may be okay with it, some people no. I'm 50 years old, so I can talk about this. I'm not closed mind. I'm very open mind. Like I said, I'm not going to apologize for what I said because y'all could have been done clicked off on this. But anybody that stayed, I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and end that here. So I hope that you guys learned a little something, that you were able to get a couple of tips. Leave a comment below if you got a little tip that you want to leave, you know, about adding a little extra spice to the relationship, things that you do, you want to share with our little community, because us queens would like to know that. There's some of us that don't mind a couple little extra tips. And I also too, don't forget, please check out my description box, and I'll have some books on there, some downloadable ebooks that you can get directly on my site. One that will be perfect, that will go with this video, is the Kama Sutra. It has many sexual positions in there. So I have it on my site for, I think it's $5.99. So it's not that much. So if you guys want to, and it's ready to download, okay? So y'all can go in there and download. It's worth it. And if you can please leave a like, and so that way I can, you know, get more people, or this can get into the feed, into the algorithm, so other people who want to know about how to make their relationship spicy can also look at this video. I am so grateful to everyone that stayed this long. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who liked my previous videos and who's gonna like this video. Y'all have a good day. Thank you so much. Peace and love.
Fool me once, fool me twice. When you're hiding things, might as well be lies. Can you ever get it right? How long will I let this shit fly? Hit up my girls, pull up, I'm outside, waiting by the curb, too upset to drive.